Yo, what's up? This is Magdi Fernandes, and you're watching CrepjunkieTV. There's something that very few people know about this. Now, how I was able to get all these products that I had at Major Flavas and was able to get enough income or get enough money or capital to be able to buy these things was my birthday, and my mum had got me and said, look, here you go, here's some money, here's that $79.99 or £80 that she gave me for a pair of trainers that I wanted. It was the Air Trainer Sky. It was when the TNs first kind of came out, and it was the cross trainer version that came out that nobody wanted, but I couldn't afford the real TNs, so I got the kind of dead ones, but I still liked them. I was like, yeah, these are cool, they're still TN. I went to Foot Locker in Clapham Junction, and I went into the store and I said, I couldn't find them on the shelf. And he said, oh no, I know. Yeah, we've got them downstairs. He said, I think they've gone down to about £50. So I said, oh wow, that's even better. I might be able to get a t-shirt or something. So he went downstairs, came up and goes, here you go. And I said, that's fine, I don't even need to try them. Let's just take them to the till. He puts them in the till and it says 1p. And this is, on my life, there's no word of a lie, right? On my life, there's no word. That's like, if I'm lying, I'm dying. It said 1p, and I was like, oh cool, yeah, here you go, as a joke, thinking like, and then his manager came past and was like, he ended up explaining that it costs more for them to get them transitioned out, or even to destroy them, than to sell them for next to nothing. So 1p, 99p, there was some for $4.99, there was along those sort of lines, right? So I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I gave him 1p, right? And I took them. I called my mum on a phone box, because I didn't have a mobile then. Called my mum and I was like, Mum, you wouldn't believe it. I just got these shoes for 1p, the ones that I really wanted. I couldn't believe it. She switched on me. Why didn't you buy them all? And I went, huh? I said, what do you mean? Go back in there now and buy them all. I will get your brother and we're gonna come down with a car and we're gonna take them all. And I went, okay, I don't know if I'm allowed. I'm 17. Like, I don't really know what's going on. So walked back into Foot Locker and I said, just wondering, would I be allowed to buy them all? They were like, yeah, we need to get rid of them. So I was like, okay, look, my mum's gonna come with my brother and we're gonna put them in the car, right? Because we had an estate. So I called my mum back. She said, by the way, find out if they have any other shoes that they have that sort of, that sort of money. So I went back in and they were like, yeah, we have loads. How many do you want? And we ended up, on the day, taking about 700 pairs of shoes from Foot Locker, Clapham Junction. And they were from 1p, 99p, 199. The most expensive pair we bought, which I think was a pair of Jordan 3s. We got about 12, 15 pairs of those. They were $9.99. And yeah, we just literally cleaned up. And that was how and then I would go to a car boot sale, sell all the dead ones, that were like not very good. I would sell them for £25, and people were biting my hand off for those. I was like, £25, or 2 for 40. And people people were just buying them up like nothing. It was crazy. So I was able to build up income, give my mum the money because I knew I'd spend it. And then we started thinking, hold on, if that Foot Locker does it, what about the rest of them? So we went to Brixton, we went to Wood Green, we went to even to ones in Croydon, we went to even out of town, because there wasn't many at that time. There weren't many Foot Lockers. And we saw things that we knew we had bought for 99p or even 1p, and we'd make sure we took our receipt to show that we had bought them. So it still says on the shelf, oh, these are $59.99. And we'd go, cool, I just want to buy these, and we want to buy every pair you have. They're like, wow, yeah, like they were super happy. Put it through the till and it was like 99p. And they were like, no, we can't sell them for that. And I was like, I've got a receipt that says differently. And that was how we were able. And then what we'd do, we'd sort out a few of the guys there, a bit of, as a tip, as a little thank you. And what ended up happening is they would call us every time they got a new list. There was no one that was doing what I was doing at that time. And we were like, well, why can we not take this and then open up a little store? So we went from Vauxhall Conference, in Major Flavas to the Premier League in one promotion. And for me, that was a kind of a bit of I think, ambitious. It was a bit tough. We weren't really ready for what was going to happen, but it was an amazing learning experience, and we're happy it happened. And they, when you're working in retail, you just want to go home, like, don't mug me off. But then I was like, look, as a little thank you, even the manager, he was like, no, listen, like, really appreciate, thank you for clearing out my stockroom. And I was like, he was happy to stay. I gave all the rest of the staff £50. Like, well, I didn't, my mum did, didn't it? I'm 17, I had nothing. Do you know what I mean? So, exactly. So it all happened that way, and it was just like unreal. Like, you're spending less than £500, for 700 pairs of shoes. Like, it was like something so stupid like that.
These are just sick, man. Like, I'm not really loud, like, with like all of this sort of stuff and that. But nah, when I got these, I was just like, yeah, these are the ones.
This is a model that came out in 2004, 4 years after the Presto, and it features a lot of DNA from the Nike Sock Racer.
Particular trainer is a trainer that everyone should have in their collection. This is a true classic. They came out in so many different colours, but the black Max 95s were, to me, they were the best.
I would say it should be Reebok Classics. It should be that.
Why?
Because they've got the actual British flag on them and everything. Do you know what I mean? They've got the flag on them.